this story is one for the books, and I promise you, it was very much so life-changing. What is up, you guys? It is your good sis, Yamani Alexis. Welcome back to the channel, the video, the banger, whatever you would like to call it. As you guys already know and can tell, this is a story about religion. It has aspects of religion in it. So if you're not a religious person, I'm so very sorry, but you click the video. Okay? This story is always like weird for me to tell, and I've always told it from a comedic standpoint because a lot of things that did happen in this story is funny, but a majority of it isn't. So if you're not new to the channel, you've heard this story before, but not from the aspect of which I'm going to tell it today, because back then I found it funny, but today I really don't. If that makes sense. So there's going to be a lot of things that sound comedic in this story, because it is, but the majority of it isn't. Once you understand like how I'm thinking about it and where I'm coming from, I really could have been a different person in these streets. Like I really could have went down a dark hole and been in a dark place forever. And it's not fun because I am a mom, so I could have been taken away from my son. It's just a lot that could have happened, a lot that could have went wrong. And I haven't spoken about this in a long time, ever since I've thought about it from this frame of view. So we're going to get into the story. So I was working pretty much essentially a dead-end job, low pay, high stress, like most jobs in the US. There I go rhyming again. My coworkers, all of them, cool AF. Do you understand me? And I do not still have communication with these girls, but I do have the majority of them on social media. And like I said, cool AF, right? Like we don't talk like we used to. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. Oh, right? We don't talk anymore. But it's like, those are my girls. They will always be my girls, right? Because we were all stressed together. And we worked for an organization that was really set on morals that just weren't attainable. So that led to having a lot of stress a lot of the time. I had a coworker who dabbled in making homemade desserts. And I'm like, I've had experience with desserts in the past. So I'm like, okay, this is cool or whatever. I'll support a small black business. Yeah, slide some this way. Here's my money. This particular night, I'm at my sister's house. It's a Sunday. I know I have to return to this crazy work environment on Monday. I got to drop my kid off to school. It's a routine. It has to get done, right? The money has to be made. So I know I have to go to work tomorrow. I've even had a full weekend. Like I'm bogged down. I'm tired. I just want to relax and I just want to chill. I want to take some edge off. I had literally just left her house. I took a cab. I came home. I'm like, let me feed my son. I'm starving. I'm running my bath. I've already told my boyfriend, like, hurry up. Let's get the show on the road. Like, I'm tired. I don't want to wait forever for you to eat. So please hurry up. Like, but he's thinking that I'm hot and bothered, which I kind of am. But it's like, nigga, I'm hungry too. So those two don't go together. Being horny and hangry don't go together. So I'm like, let's go. Like, come on, bro. Like, hurry up. Now, with my experience with desserts, they take a while to register in my bloodstream and for me to actually feel the effects. So I remember that in the refrigerator, there are these desserts. Now I'm also hungry. So I eat 1/2 of a square about this big of a brownie. I'm starting to feel a little sensual. I'm starting to feel a little good inside. I'm starting to feel a little twinge in my nether regions. And I'm like, ooh. So then a fleeting thought just comes in my mind. And I'm like, bro, are you high? When I tell y'all that not even 10 minutes had passed by since I've eaten the half of the brownie, I go in the closet to get something. And I can't remember what I went in the closet for. So that was the first indicator. So I'm staring into space in the closet. And I'm like, bro, what did I come in this closet for? I shift my energy back to the bathroom to help me remember and jog my memory. I go in the bathroom to jog my memory, and I look dead into the mirror. And I'm like, bro, are you high right now? Are you lit right now? Ain't no way you just took that shit 10 minutes ago. Ain't no way. So I get close, deathly close to the mirror like this. And I'm staring myself in the soul. In the soul. And when I tell you, my right eye goes like that. And I jump back like this, like, bro, what the fuck was that? Come out the bathroom. I go into my bedroom. I'm sitting on the edge of the bed, and I'm like starting to have all these lingering thoughts in my mind about God, the government, is anything real, hierarchy, system, everything that's systematic, politics, my third eye opening up. Like, when I tell you, like, my mind is racing. I don't know, it was like a download. And I'm like, why am I processing all this information like this? It was so scary. Like, I would have a thought, and that thought would lead to 10 more thoughts that could possibly mean something else. My mind is telling me that I have a purpose. And me being stressed out and me working this stupid job and me being such a low vibrational person is my purpose. Like, me being stressed and overwhelmed with life, me being in a relationship that I'm in, I'm supposed to be this person for him because I was assigned to him and my son was assigned to me, and completely neglecting the idea that God exists. So once I peeped, I'm like, yo, I'm giving all the credit of life and life's purpose to the government, bro. Why when there's a God? So then I automatically start telling myself, yo, you don't believe in God. There's no way you believe in God, because you just said the government is the reason why this is your boyfriend, this is your kid, and this is why you're going through this, that, and the other, because the government is all seeing, and they're at the top, and we're in this big glass dome, and they're looking down on us, making sure we're doing our jobs on a day-to-day basis. And that may be true to a certain extent, but I wasn't going to take that power away from God and knowing that God is all seeing and all being. But I did in that moment. And when I realized what I did, I started to panic. Start panicking. My heart is beating fast. I'm like, oh my God. Is there a God? I start questioning, is there a God, bro? I start questioning, is there a God? When I started to question if there was a God, my son literally came out of his room and was like, hey, mama, you want to watch TV? I'm going to put on Survivor for you because I know that you love Survivor. So I'm like, oh, thank you, baby. But everything is moving slow but fast at the same time. So now I'm starting to realize that I'm high. But it's too late because I'm in a panic. I'm in a frenzy of a panic. So he puts on Survivor. So I'm hearing tribal council music. But behind the music, I'm hearing another tune. I'm hearing this song playing in my head, and I'm trying to, like, you know when you heard a song before and you're trying to make out what song it is? I'm like, and I'm like, oh my God, I heard that song before. It's going to drive me crazy. I heard this song before. And it was, tribal council was playing in the background, but that wasn't the song I was hearing in my head. So I'm circling the kitchen. And I'm like, yo, babe need to hurry up and come because I know he know this song. Bro. I know this song, bro. I'm like, God damn. So I'm driving myself crazy about a song. But I'm literally in my son's room darting around, and it's looking like Minecraft. Like, I'm seeing a bird's eye view, like a GoPro. Like I'm seeing myself above myself, darting around the room, and everything looks like a sphere. Nothing looks as it is. It looks like a sphere, like a bird's eye view of his room. And I'm darting around the room. And I'm darting, and I cannot stop myself. Like, my body is moving uncontrollably, like to the point where it feels like somebody is controlling me. My son was literally not paying attention to what I was doing. Like, he was doing his own thing, and it was like he wasn't fazed by anything that I was doing. Nothing I was doing seemed erratic to him. It didn't seem out of the ordinary. He was literally playing. So because I saw a bird's eye view of his room, I'm thinking that you're dead. You're in his room because you're dead. He doesn't see you. And that's why he's not bothered by you darting around his room, because he doesn't see you. You're in your room dead on the floor, and he hasn't discovered your body yet. And before watching Survivor, I was watching Lucifer. The way they depict hell in Lucifer is like you live the same moment over and over and over again, and that's your own personal specialized hell for you and you only, with a red ribbon tied around it, right? So I'm telling myself, like, bro, you done it. Your last moments was doubting God, and now you're in hell. And my biggest fear has come to life, and my son doesn't have what he needs. Like, he's 7, he won't have his mom no more. Like, I'm panicking. Panicking. Yo, like, reliving that shit. That's why I try not to talk about it in depth so much, because like how I feel about this shit, bro, it's just anxiety and paranoia. But like, damn, like, I really thought I was dead, bro. But anyway, I don't fear death, but I just want my son to be good before I go. I want my kid to be good, and that was like that's my biggest fear. So not me fucking crying on YouTube. I'm pissed right now. Looking like a pussy. Anyway, I don't play about my kid. I don't care. I don't play about my kid. I don't play about my kid, bro. I don't play about my kid. Anyway, that's what I told myself. So I'm darting around the room. So when my sister calls me, I'm already realizing I'm in hell. But the fact that I could pick up the phone is not registering to me, right? So I pick up the phone and I'm like, I cracked the code. So she hung up. She was like, I'm calling dad. So she hangs up. My father calls me. So my father, I'm like, Dad, I'm so sorry. Like, I wish I could have been a better daughter. Like, I'm really thinking I'm dead, bro. Like, I'm talking to my family members as if I'm no longer here. Like, I'm like, yo, and he's looking dead at me. He's so concerned, but I'm still thinking I'm dead. I'm like, Dad, I'm so sorry. I love you so much. Butt ass naked, bro. I forgot to mention that. I am butt ass naked during this entire ordeal because I was about to get in the tub. So I'm butt naked. The fact that my boyfriend was taking so long, I'm like, he's not coming. He don't love me. I had lost the concept of time. So he could have been here in 5 minutes. I don't know, because I was so in my mind and panicking. The concept of time was gone for me. I snap out of it. I'm like, oh my God, you came. Oh my God. I'm rubbing his face. And I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? Completely forgetting that I think I'm dead. So he's like, yo, what's up with you? I'm like, babe, please. I'm like, I love you so much. Like, my eyes are, I could feel how big my eyes are in my head. Like, they're this big. And he's looking concerned, but we play so much that he's thinking like she's playing with me right now. I'm acting so erratic. He's like, what's your passcode? So he asked me for the passcode to my phone. I give it to him. I was like, I would never cheat on you, nigga. You could take my passcode, nigga. I'll never cheat on you, nigga. Wildin'. So I'm in his face. I'm mushing him. I would never cheat on you. I love you, nigga. You can have my passcode. You want the code to my Instagram? You want the code? Wildin'. Yo, wildin'. So he looking at me like, what? Like, he's so baffled, lost, and confused. So he calls my sister. He's like, bro, what did y'all give her? So they like, bro, what did you give her? Because when she left here, she was fine. Now that you there, she's bugging. So they didn't know that he wasn't here yet. They thought that he was already here. So when he came and was seeing me act like that, he just figured that I was getting drunk or something with them, and I was just acting crazy. So they trying to figure out what's wrong with me. They're on the phone trying to figure out what's wrong with me. My dad is calling, my mother's calling, my stepmother's calling, my sisters are calling. So now my sister like, I'm on my way. She get dressed, her boyfriend, and my nephew, they all get dressed and they come to my house. But all of this is going on while I'm in I'm just doing, I was singing, rapping, screaming, fighting. I even physically assaulted my boyfriend, like slapped him, was mushing him, cursing in his face, bugging. I was so many different people. It was scary. And so now I'm like, I get Kanye. I'm like, that's why Kanye act like that. I'm Kanye West, nigga. I'm Kanye West, nigga. I'm in here wilding. So I'm rapping lyrics. Then I'm Jay-Z. Now I'm Beyonce. Now I think I could sing opera. And I'm wilding. Like, but I'm being dead serious though. Like, I'm not playing. I'm dead serious in character. While all of this is going on the outside, I cannot control it. I'm inside panicking, trying to fight to gain consciousness of my movements, of my thoughts, of my body, of my words, of my actions. I could not gain control. It was like I was literally possessed. I would gain moments of consciousness and I would slip back out crying. And then I'll go back to, yeah, nigga, what happened? When I tell you it was the scariest thing from the inside of me to experience what I was doing and had no control. When I tell you, I was so fucking scared. And I was so scared that I was never going to be the same. So now my boyfriend, he takes me into the bathroom. And now he's trying to do anything to help me be normal. He's trying his damnness. But remember, I was about to take a bath. And inner me also remembered I was trying to take a bath. And the two of us decided that we were going to jump in the tub head first. Like an Olympic swimmer jumping into a 10-foot pool. I jumped head first into a bathtub. Bro, I'm surprised I didn't have a concussion. I felt like I was in a deep body of water and he tried to grab my arms and like we were hanging off a cliff, if that makes sense. Like, that's what it felt like. I'm skipping stuff. When I thought I was Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Kanye West and all them other folks, my son was jumping on my bed. Like I said, we play a lot in this house. We play a lot in this house. So my son is thinking, this is just another day of mommy playing with me. With us. It's the three of us and we're having a ball. He don't know, no, never mind. So he's jumping on the bed and I turn around in the midst of talking to my boyfriend and I look at him. And when I tell you, my son is a full-blown monkey. I shit you not. My son, bro, looking through these same two eyes, I saw a monkey jumping on my bed. And it wasn't one of the little cute chimpanzees. It wasn't one of them cute little breeds. It was, he looked like he was infested with rabies trying to attack me. He did not look lovable, cute, adorable. My baby, it wasn't him anymore. And I'm like, oh my God, it's a monkey. It's a monkey. Crying. Legit tears. And he's looking at me. My boyfriend is looking at me like, bro, what the... So nobody still doesn't know that I took this brownie. Nobody knows. They don't know what I'm tripping off of. They still don't know. So my son jumps off the bed. Like I said, he thinks this is a normal day of us playing. Jumps off the bed and is galloping towards me on all fours, making this situation even more real. So my father's on the phone at this point, and he's like, this nigga not making it no better. But like, my son was like, ooh, like wilding. Now my son thinks it's a game. He's chasing me, and I'm running around the house, butt ass naked, fearing for my life at this ravenous monkey. This story is so embarrassing to tell, but like, it's the truth and it's my truth, right? So my boyfriend, this is when my boyfriend takes me in the bathroom. I'm in the tub. Now he just decides to leave me in the tub. Maybe the water will calm me down. He's like, I'm gonna leave her. But I'm literally laying in the tub, seeing different visuals of things. You know, like the old school films and the Charlie Chaplins of it all. And it's black and white and you see in a film and it's like... But I'm seeing every time it's something new, something different. It was like changing the channel on the TV at a rapid pace. And I'm just seeing different things. And I'm calling them out as I see it from the tub. Cat, dog, orange, blue, stars. Like literally shouting out everything I see, and nothing is making sense. Before my sister got here, she called my friend, because my friend lived in the next building. She called my friend and was like, yo, Lex is bugging. I don't know what's wrong with her. Go over there and get Sacred, which is my son. So my friend come over. I hear her talking to my boyfriend, and she's in the bathroom with me now. She's like, Lex, what's going on, baby? What did you take? What did you take? What did you take? So I'm like, what did I take? So one minute I'm like happy to see her because I'm myself. And the next minute I'm like this evil version of me. It was so weird. So she is literally 9 months pregnant. And I'm like, oh, hi, baby. I missed you. And da-da-da-da-da. And then I'm like, bitch, fuck you doing here? I was 2 different people. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? So she was like, yeah, she's bugging. She came out here and she was talking to my boyfriend. And I was like, what are y'all talking about? You trying to fuck my nigga or something? What are y'all talking about? She came back in the bathroom. We talking. I tell her that I'm sleeping with her man. And that's why she trying to sleep with mine. And that oh my God, I don't want to say it. That I'm going to cut her baby out of her stomach and keep it for myself. That's what I told my friend. She was like, yo, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little scared. So I'm going to take Sacred and I'm going to go. And y'all just keep me updated. So now at this point, my sister's coming in. So I'm hearing my sister's voice, but I don't see her yet. And I'm rapid fire, right? She's talking to me, and I heard her say, babe. And the only people that I know that's in this house is me, my son, and my man. So who could you possibly be talking to? I said, bitch, did you just call him babe? I tried to climb out the tub, and she ran out the bathroom. And I fell flat on my face. Flat on my face. And when we talk about this story, she was like, bitch, you really was coming for me. And she was like, that's what you get. It fell on your face trying to attack me. So I don't know who flipped me over. A guy had to be my boyfriend at this point. Flips me over, so I'm not like just laying flat on my face, and I'm upside down. And I'm literally looking out the bathroom door. And I'm still seeing the visions. And in the vision, I see my brother-in-law just walking like frantically in my visions, like frantically looking for something. And I'm like, Zay, what the fuck are you doing here? And he doesn't answer me. So now I'm still thinking I'm bugging. I'm like, oh God, he wasn't here. All right, cool. Then the evil side of me, because like I said, I left my sister, her man, and my nephew in the Bronx. So I didn't understand how they was here. I told y'all I lost the concept of time. I don't know where they came from. The evil me said the evilest thing that a person could say in the world to my brother-in-law. And because it was so heinous, I almost don't want to repeat it, but I need y'all to understand that this wasn't me. My brother-in-law's brother died in 2011 before I even met him. And I told him, I killed your brother, nigga, and laughed the evilest laugh from the bathroom floor. It was so evil. And when I tell y'all, I have the utmost respect and love for that man, because when I tell you he did not break, whatever he was looking for, he didn't break focus. He didn't stop and say what? No reaction to anything that I said. So now the ambulance is called. They're like, we got to get her dressed. She can't leave like this. So now I'm still blacking out, but they're trying to stand me up, and my feet and my legs legit don't work. Like, they legit refuse to, like, every time they would try to stand me up, I would collapse back to the ground. Like, I couldn't move. So they picked me up, They bring me to my bed, and my boyfriend is getting me dressed. So my brother is walking around the house. He's like, where's the wrapper? What did you take? So I told him, I was like, I think I finally told him that I ate an edible. He was like, where's the wrapper? Where's the wrapper? Now, my brother-in-law is a rapper. And my man is a musician. So I was like, you the rapper, nigga. Fuck is you talk about who the rapper? Then I looked around the room. I was like, oh, y'all will make a fire song together, bro. Nah. So now they get me dressed. They're able to get me to stand up at this point, but with assistance. Like, I can't stand up on my own. So it's like I'm one arm on this person, one arm on this person. So they stand me up, and my sister and her wife come in. Another sister and her wife come in. And I'm like, hey, oh my God, I'm so happy to see them. And I see the EMS workers come in with them. So one of the EMS workers, I come on to him in front of my boyfriend. I'm like, oh, you so fine. I'm like, oh, if I ain't have no man, talking to this. I'm like, you fine as hell. Like, this close from kissing him, bro. So then my sister's wife is standing right there. I go to try to kiss her. She's like, scared. She don't know what to do. She's like turning like this. My sister standing directly next to her, not doing a damn thing. I look at my sister and realize she wasn't trying to stop me. Slap dog shit out of her. I said, bro, protect your wife. I don't know what, y'all. I don't know what was going on. I really don't. But these are true events. I done attacked about 3 people at this point. And nobody has done nothing to me because they really are truly concerned for what is going on. By the time all of this is wrapped up, the fact that I could remember at least 90% of what happened was crazy. And everybody around me was like, how do you remember this? That's because I was inside fighting to get out. So EMS, they finally strapped me onto the little chair and they wheel me back. And I feel like, you know, like a roller coaster when the roller coaster is about to start and like probably like one of those slingshot kind of things. I was like, who put me on a roller coaster? Y'all know I don't like roller coasters. My whole house, all I could hear was laughter in my entire house. So they wheel me outside and now I'm starting to see things that look familiar to me. I'm starting to see everything look the way it's supposed to look. But now I'm falling asleep. I'm drifting off to sleep. The EMS workers is like, Alexis. I'm like, you can't go to sleep, Alexis. And I'm like, what? I'm going to sleep. So my sister's like, Lex. So here come the EMS worker. Lex. So I'm like, I want to laugh in my head, but I'm so exhausted. Like, I don't know what to do. So then we go to the hospital. I sleep it off. I wake up. I'm good. Everything looks normal. I realize I'm in the hospital. I see familiar faces. First thing I do is I start crying. So I'm like, is this such and such a day, such and such a year? Sister-in-law is like, yeah. And I'm like, that's my sister Ashley. And she's like, And I'm like, I have a son named Sacred, right? And she's like, girl. Oh, the relief I felt to know that I was me again was the best feeling on the planet. So they wanted to keep me extra to run some tests, and I was relatively new at this job. I didn't want to miss any days. It was Monday morning. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, yo, I got to be to work in 7 hours. I cannot stay here. I have to go home and get adequate rest. I have to see my son. Because what I forgot to tell y'all is, when my son was a monkey, what I envisioned was me strangling him. And when I let him go, he had blue and black ligature marks around his neck. My boyfriend said that never happened. He said the only thing you did was fall on him. He said that never happened. So my concern was, where's my child? I need to speak to him. I need to see him. I FaceTimed my friend. He was fine. And she was like, sleep, go home, sleep, go to work. I'm going to take him to school for you in the morning. And we're going to figure this out tomorrow. And we did just that. I went to work the next day. Well, the same day. And I just wasn't the same. I kept going into my sister's office. I'm like, Ty, I can't be here. I'm still feeling the effects of that brownie. And I'm still telling myself that we're in a system. And I'm paranoid because I'm thinking that they could suspect that I was in a hospital. It was just a lot going on. So I told them that I was really sick. They let me go home early. And that is the end of the story. When I tell you the apology tour that I went on after all of this was said and done, I thought my man was going to leave me. I thought my family and friends would never look at me the same. I thought my son was going to hate me. It was a lot going on. A lot. My boyfriend came back that night and he was like, bro, what, like, you know how something happens with somebody and you just keep staring at them, but you don't say nothing? I just kept catching him staring at me to make sure that I wasn't normal again. He just kept staring at me. It was so traumatic for everybody involved because I know that on the inside, if I was panicking, feeling like I was never going to be the same, I know they probably looked at me and was like, this girl's never going to be the same. It was terrible, but I'm glad it was over. And what led me to believe that I was possessed is because I wasn't able to control my body. I was really evil with some of the things that I was saying and doing. And the fact that I looked in the mirror, and I like, if you are a spiritual person like I am, you do know that mirrors are portals. And I feel like a D word attached itself to me and was acting out and saying all these bad, crazy things. I really do. I really, really and truly do, because my eye has never did that before. Still to this day, when I look in the mirror, one eye doesn't just twitch. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen to me. It never happened to me. It still has never happened to me besides that date. So in my mind, because I wasn't in my right mind and I was already, my spirit was vulnerable, it attached itself to me. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Y'all could take it or leave it. It's my experience. But thank you for rocking out with me throughout this entire ordeal, throughout this entire story. I'm going to holler at y'all in the next upload. If you haven't as of yet, please do subscribe, even if it's pity. Even if you feel bad for me, subscribe. Hit the like button. Share this with a friend who probably had a similar experience.